Understood. This is what Christmas taught me.
Okay.
That sometimes it's better to leave with the people wanting a little bit more
Yeah, definitely.
than to overstay your welcome. So I'm a huge Beyoncé fan.
Right.
But this country stuff it's not good.
Men who identify as women are mad at women who identify as women, pretending to be men who identify as women.
I think that anything I say about this is going to be wrong.
Are you quoting a chicken?
No, it's Steven Seagal.
Okay, that's crazy.
This is not the Joe Rogan experience.
It's not, guys.
This is not the Joe Budden podcast.
It's not.
This
We
is
are the
not
Podfathers.
none of this. This is a dose of reality. And of course, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Blake Still. And I am Kid, the man with the plan, ISO. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm well, bro. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. You
Yeah.
know, couple days after Christmas came and went. How was your holiday?
Not as white as I planned it to be. Pretty
Not a-
brown and green, to be honest with you. It's
Pretty
not a lot
brown
of
and
snow on the
green.
ground. Not a lot of snow on the ground. More dirt. Dirt. I
Mm.
think it was a dirty situation.
Got you. Well, I was having a pretty good Christmas, you
Krima.
know? Meh. I had at this time I was watching the Ravens and I was watching the Texans on Netflix.
Hmm.
I was probably a few beers in, maybe a few shots, 2 plates in. Food was really great.
Yeah.
It was great. I went to go enjoy a cigar.
Oh, what kind of cigar?
It was a Garcia Vega
Gross.
filled with the finest sticky icky.
Mm.
And so I was like, you know what? Beyonce is coming on at halftime.
Yes.
So I'm gonna skip about a quarter of this game because the Texans are getting their ass whooped. It's 17-2 right now.
Right.
The Texans didn't score again. They only scored 2 points. So the game was
Okay.
shit anyway. But I'm like, I'm gonna go watch one of my favorite performers of all time, Beyonce, go do her thing.
Yeah.
Did you think Beyonce went to do her thing?
No.
No. The
Did she sing
shit
country?
was
Did she
terrible.
come out singing country?
Here's my issue, okay? This is what I understood. This is what Christmas taught me.
Okay.
That sometimes it's better to leave with the people wanting a little bit more
Yeah. Definitely.
than to overstay your welcome. And I'm gonna completely be honest with you. I'm part of the Beehive, okay? I've loved Beyonce since I have been able to understand what music was.
Right.
I have wanted to marry Beyonce since I understood that my wee wee could get hard.
Hmm.
You understand? Like
Oh,
that,
I
like
understand.
the first time I was watching Austin Powers and like Beyonce came on the movie and the hair was there and I was like, wow, this is
This
life.
is it.
Wow, this is so
Immaculate.
I'm a huge Beyonce fan.
Right.
But this country stuff it's not good.
Did she come out singing country?
She only sang country.
She has more than one country song.
She has a country album that
She has a
flopped.
country
That
album?
flopped. Yes, a country album. That was the
I
last
thought she
album she
only
came out with.
came up with that. She re-sang that one song like "I wanna hold 'em, I wanna hold 'em." That's how she
No,
started
it
off,
was
right?
Jolie. That was Jolie she sang,
Oh,
and then it was she sang This Ain't Texas something. Hold 'em. I don't care. It was in
is
Houston,
Beyonce
Texas.
country?
She's from Texas. She's from
She is from
Houston.
Texas.
So I can't get mad at her for
Does she have a twang? I've never heard her really talk like that.
no. She doesn't really have a twang. It's not about the twang. It's just that the music isn't good. Okay.
Was it like Post Malone's kind of country
And
album?
oh my God, Post Malone was there. He was
Performing with her?
yes, bro.
Did you hear him yodel? Did you hear him sound like a
No,
turkey?
I didn't hear him yodel. What I did hear was they have some song together that's not good. It's just not like, dude. I was so disappointed. I
Yeah.
was very disappointed because like I sat there and I put my little session. I like timed it
Yeah.
perfectly so I could be back to sit there and watch this. And I remember just thinking to myself like, "Yo, this is bad." And I wanted to be the Beehive person to be like, "Nah, like I love Beyonce. This is like the greatest performer ever." Because people were on Facebook, Twitter, just lying out of their ass.
Maybe they liked it.
This was one of the best performances of all time. No, I'm not just because Beyonce comes out with black people on horses like that means some shit to me. That doesn't mean shit to me at
Did they
all.
come out on horses?
Yes, they all came out on horses, and I get it. Black people don't really ride horses and cool. That's awesome. I'm not just giving you a pass for BS. I'm not just giving you a pass for this trash ass country album. And the crazy thing is that you have music that we like.
Right.
We
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, there
lot
is
of your
music.
music. Not this. What? I you know what's crazy? Reportedly, I want to say that Netflix may have paid her $20 million.
20 mil.
So yeah, I say all that to just say, Beyonce, I love you. I think you're great.
Right.
People on the social media, stop lying. Okay,
Right.
like she is an amazing performer. She did not have a good performance.
And instead of coming in on horses, why didn't you just do like build an above ground pool in the stadium and like swim while you were singing? That would have been way more interesting.
I just think that I get it, the whole, you're trying to branch out and do country, but you're not Ray Charles, okay?
But don't like I feel like when artists decide to do like hey, let me take a hiatus from what I was doing previously and work on something completely out of my realm, it's because their career is dying.
But you are a legend now.
Right.
This is not the time. Like, you could just stop and you will be fine. And also, the thing is that when you want to do these big changes into a different genre, you need to do it when you're still in your prime. You can't do it when you're different, when you're not the same person that you used to be. This is 2 kids later. You're older. I'm not trying to like on you. She don't even really look the same.
Right.
She looks a lot older.
It's like Steven Seagal trying to do reggae.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was I want the punani.
Yeah, that was insane. I have never him to get away with that. But all in all, Christmas is cool. Talking about football, before we get too far off that subject, there is a young man who will be the #1 pick in this next NFL draft.
Because of steroids.
No, his name is Travis Hunter, and he was the Heisman winner of the trophy winner of the year, which is like the highest award you can win in college football.
Okay.
He also played like basically 100%, almost 100% snaps on wide receiver and on defense as a DB.
Okay.
So he's really, really talented, really, really good. But he is dating a young lady who it seems is not, how do you say, it seems that she may be for the streets.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say underage.
No. She is overage.
Good. That's great.
But
Good for Travis Hunter.
But she does seem like she's for the streets.
Ew.
Apparently when he was winning the Heisman Trophy and everything like that, she was kind of making his fans feel away when they were trying to take pictures on him. She was feeling upset about it. So then he goes to defend her and be like, hey, that's my girl, leave her alone. Mm-hmm. She makes a video defending herself. And then all of a sudden, videos start dropping of her dancing and twerking on some guy. More videos come out of her dancing, twerking, kind of being a little bit, slutty.
Yeah.
Not being necessarily faithful.
To a public relationship.
Right. To a public relationship. Then it comes out that there was parties back in the day where he would drive her to these parties and wait outside in the car while she partied, and then he would drive her home.
So why are people trying to expose something that is already agreed upon mutually between this relationship?
Well, it seems like, I don't know if it's necessarily mutually agreed upon, but what it's happening is that other athletes and like other
clowning him.
they're not clowning him. They're kind of telling him, "Hey, buddy, this is not the girl you should be, dating." And it seems to have gotten so far, where he has seemed to have deleted his Instagram and deleted his social media with this backlash. And I mean, this is just he just won the Heisman, like the biggest college award. He's about to be drafted #1,
Right.
and all over social media, the world is telling him that his girlfriend is a hoe and that she's only out for herself.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel really sorry for the young man. And, if you're listening, Travis Hunter, what I would like to, and all men who are dealing with women, what I would like to say to you all is this: shut the up, stand up, and be a man. Stop allowing this out. If you want to be with that, just be with her and be public about it. So it's fine.
But I'm thinking that he knows. I'm thinking he knows what's going on. I'm thinking that the fans are pressing this. No, I'm thinking the fans are pressing this probably harder than it is.
Maybe, but it just. Do you think that would be okay if you were, your girl would just be, with you but dancing on some other guy
If anything, if I was in this guy's position, this is actually a relatively good position to be in, just because of the fact that you just won this award and now you're going to be the #1 draft pick. But then at the same time, how are we going to sell this #1 draft pick with a bunch of drama? And now everybody's talking about you because your girlfriend's a hoe, but at the same time, you're one of the #1 athletes playing football right now. So it's like, how are we going to sell this? That's not really that interesting. It's interesting to football fans, but it's not interesting to people that care about who he's dating. And that's the rest of the population.
So, I mean, do you
I think he knows.
allow yourself to get humiliated like
I think, well, at that point, every video that dropped was just another wood to the fire.
Oh, and there's DMs. I forgot about that.
But that's what I'm saying.
It was where she's saying, like, going back and forth with guys and kind of,
He knows. He has to know.
So
He has to know. He has to know.
okay with it.
I don't think he's okay with it, but he has to know. He has to like be aware of what's going on.
But you're not a regular guy. You know that you can like get what you want. That's
Right.
Know that?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe he doesn't know that.
Him on game? Like, what's going on? He don't got no real friends. Is that what you're telling me?
That's like handing the ball. What is he gonna do with it?
Nothing.
Drop
Not
it.
a goddamn thing.
Drop it.
Every time.
Every
He's not scoring, that's for sure.
No.
But then it seems as though this is not the only person that's being manipulated as well.
Yeah.
So when Young Thug was still in jail,
Yeah.
there's a boxer named Devin Haney
Who took his cheeks?
baby mama was in there calling Young Thug,
Yeah, of course.
and she's crying on the phone telling him how much she loves him
Yeah.
and how much she misses him and how she's that he's her heart.
And
Apparently he said that this is not what it was, that's just his twin.
Yeah.
And he wanted to tell Mariah the scientist, the girl who was just going, like, that's supposed to be his girlfriend. And Mariah the scientist, while he was locked up, was like really riding for him. It was really loyal and everything. Kept saying free Thug. And she was on the phone as well.
Free Thug, man.
He's out. So
I know.
He's free. So, and he was
Free
on the
Jeffy.
phone as well with him, and Salad said how she loved it as well. And so it's just crazy because it just doesn't matter who you are in this world.
Yeah.
If you allow your girl to get a little too loose, like, somebody can get her. And the crazy thing is, I'd be blue if it was Young Thug. I'm not gonna hold you.
If Young Thug took your girl?
If Young Thug took my girl, who took a album cover and had a dress on, if that guy,
Oh, he did do that.
the guy who raps in a high pitched voice, if that guy, the one who said
I
a
think
lot
it
of
would be
wild stuff,
I think if Lil Wayne took my girl, I'd be more upset.
I wouldn't be.
Because I watched him kiss Birdman.
That's true.
I watched him kiss Birdman a couple times.
So, okay, question. Of all the famous people, who would, like, the most, like, #1 on the list, you'd be the most upset if they took your shorty?
It wouldn't be somebody that I like. Because if it was somebody that I like, I'd be like, I understand why they got him. Because I like him.
Right.
So it's like, you could take me at this point too.
Right.
That's crazy. I know.
Did he hear you say that?
Pre-Diddy.
I do not condone that.
Just kidding. With that being said, I'd have to say like the guy that plays like the guy with the cock eye that plays in every Adam Sandler movie.
Yes.
In Mr. Deeds, he's the homeless man that lives in the garbage.
Yeah.
And Grown Ups, he's like the weird guy that breaks his arms when he goes on and jumps into the water on that zip line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That guy took my girl. I think I'd be pretty upset.
You'd be very upset.
I'd be upset because I'd be like, because then all my like self-image issues would just come to surface. I'd be like, damn, like this mediocre looking guy with a cock eye just swooped in and Superman my girl.
Yeah.
I'd be upset. Because if it was somebody that was like equally as attractive as me or somebody that I idolized in some way because of what they do performance wise, I'd be okay.
You know,
I'd be cool with that.
you know who I'd be like the most pissed?
Who?
You know that weird ass profession fit Myron? Bro, I would lose my
He's such a regular guy.
Oh, and you know why? Because like there are like pieces of shit in this world, and they're like lame ass dudes, right?
Yeah.
And he's one of those people. Like I know this shorty always says to me like, money can unlame me, right? And it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're still a lame if you're lame.
Yeah.
And he is one of those people who was like super successful, and no matter what he is, he's a square ass, lame ass dude. Like if he's in a room with somebody, if you're in a room with him, you're automatically the coolest person in that room.
Yeah.
You should do it. So if that dude was able to take my girl from me, I would be like, okay, I would really have to rethink who I was as a person, because it's like, damn, like I know that I'm a better time than this for sure.
It's a double-edged sword too, because I also think that if like somebody was on the same level or what so have you, and they came in, it would be more so like, damn, like, don't you have enough girls? Like, you got to come in and take mine, or like Drake or something.
Drake.
Like, come on, bro. Really?
It'd be like
Some regular dagular? Like
if
really?
Chris Brown took my girl, right?
Yeah.
I would be okay with that. You know why?
Why?
Because he's gonna put knots in her shit. So it's like you're gonna learn that lesson. Like it's fine.
You're right.
Yeah.
She will come back to you.
Like she will come back because he's gonna beat the fuck out of her at least once. But if it's somebody like a Drake or something like that, or like a basketball player, like let's say Anthony Edwards, right, just comes in shirt off and shit. Like I'd be like, you know what, you got it. Like I understand. Like you're rich as
right.
Okay, cool. You got 100 million in the bank. You got it. Type. But like, yeah, no. Chris Brown, not too worried about it. Too. I mean,
For how long I'd be blue for? Maybe 24 hours.
24,
Maybe 48.
48.
Maybe a little 48. Because the first day I'd have to soak it in.
What about Ashton Kutcher, bro? What if Ashton Kutcher came in?
Well, he doesn't shower. Him and his girl don't shower. Mila Kunis is a dirty girl. They shower like once a week. Like shower. Like they don't even bird bath. This is not even like a sink situation.
I have a question now.
Hey man, stinky as all, and did that, I'd be upset.
Would you be more pissed if a girl took your shorty?
No.
Nope.
No.
Not upset?
No, because a girl can do for a girl what I could never do for a girl.
Honestly, I kind of feel the same way, bro. I like a girl I'd be like, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, and I think at that point we'd still be friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they'd be like, listen, no hard feelings. Like maybe like the girl that like took her from you is sitting there like talking to her in your ear, like, yeah, don't like burn bridges with this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
obviously too, like at the end of the day, in my head, I'm gonna say this because it's the truth. In my head, I'm like thinking at some point I may be able to make a threesome out of it.
You think so?
I am that that confident in my skills of finessing.
Really?
Absolutely. I usually can get what I would like out of most situations. So I feel like
at that point,
if anything, I could maybe finesse myself into a nice little threesome. So
I think it work.
That would be great.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not about the two dudes and a girl, but you could have fun with that.
Huh? Yeah, you're wild. That is crazy. That is insane. Because like at some point, it's like, damn, like there's no way this is not gay. Like, and I can niggas can say whatever they want to say, bro.
You know, it's okay to be gay.
And then it's fine. But like, heard people like it's not gay. It's like it's bisexy.
It is bisexual. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
There's some musicians, Lil Wayne and Chris Brown, being at the forefront of it, that are being accused of defrauding the shuttered venue operations grants for millions of dollars to support their lavish spending. So what these rappers did through their company was get this grant for like $20 million or $10 million for Chris Brown. His company got it. It didn't say how much Lil Wayne got in the grant. But they used that grant that was supposed to be used for artists and musicians that weren't getting any work during COVID.
Yeah.
To kind of help them. But obviously, like we know, Lil Wayne and Chris Brown are not starving. They don't really need help. Are you coding a chicken?
No, it's Steven Seagal.
Okay, that's crazy. That is insane. It's just a seagull. I look over there. That's wild as anyway,
It's my boy.
basically through their companies they were able to get this grant money. And then they just spent the money not on even to help their people, but
Right.
Lil Wayne said he spent 1.3 million on private jet flights, 460,000 on clothes, 15,000 on flights and luxury hotels for women.
For women, not even for himself.
Yeah, Chris Brown spent had a 10 million grant, 5.1 going to him. He spent 80K on a birthday party, 24K on a Tulum trip, 179K on a celebrity basketball YouTube tournament.
Oh, well, that probably made him a bunch of money.
Exactly. So, like, these people were not. This was supposed to be actually for like companies and stuff for like to help people who really needed it. Obviously, they defrauded them.
So you think they're really going to go to jail?
They probably won't go to jail. They'll probably have to pay a stupid ass fine. They should go to jail though. This is actually really like when you think about it, is actually really really screwed up because it's like dang.
That's
this
how the
could
rich
go
stay
to-
rich.
Yeah, and this is how the rich stay rich. They just abuse the poor people, and then it's all good because Chris Brown can do backflips and he's light skinned and all the
Right.
ladies love him.
Right.
And Lil Wayne used to be able to rap really really well, and he can
And now
still
he
rap
just kisses
great.
Birdman.
Well, that was back in the day as well. So, boo those guys. If this is true, if this is what they were doing, they suck. For real. And
Naughty.
shame.
That's so lame, though, bro. Like, I totally understand why they did it, but it's like, for the amount of people that try to apply for grants and the amount of people that try to apply for, like, school aid and stuff like that just to get a better occupation, it's just, that's so, bro. I'm
almost at a loss for words for it. Just because you know what's going to happen at the end of this. Nothing's going to happen at the end of this. They're going to go through some court, and that's that. I don't think that they're going to go to a federal prison for federally committing a crime or doing anything like that. Which I mean, yeah, you could say like whatever, like screw you, bro, for hating on Chris Brown, but it's like, dude, these guys have been making a lot of money for a very long time. They've been very relevant for a very long
Very
time,
long time.
and COVID wasn't going to take them out. I know there's hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of businesses that like were just completely lost because they started them before COVID and then they weren't able to keep up during the season, during the COVID season, and it's like, whoa. It's pretty pathetic to see like why people are still on top.
Yeah, and just abusing that power, and like the sneaky way they did it, like you're doing it knowingly, like, hey, I'm gonna defraud these people,
But
like,
not only that, but like I have to show for where I spent the money, and
Mhm.
the fact that we even know where you spent that money, it's like I'm not here to listen. Like, sure, whatever, dude. I'm not here to buy any of your music. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna put any money in your pocket. Like, just because
Absolutely
you're a
not.
celebrity and you create things doesn't mean that
Especially
you
when,
do things like that. I'm gonna want to help you in your brigade.
especially when like during the pandemic, there was ways where all these celebrities were making money anyway.
Yeah,
There were all these live stream
virtually.
concerts, all
Yeah.
these virtual shit that people were paying for.
Hmm.
There was all these artists who were taking desperate people money, being like, "Oh, I can get you a feature." You know, even like mid tier artists were doing that. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like I don't know. It's pretty lame. So who those guys?
Those guys.
Yeah, no. You guys kind of suck. But there's another thing I wanted to show you.
Show me.
I thought you might be interested.
One of the
So
most interesting videos that I've seen within the last 6 months is a seagull swallowing a squirrel. So if you can top that, bro.
a seagull swallowing
He
a squirrel,
swallowed
like
a
a squirrel
squirrel,
whole.
a whole squirrel.
There was once this. You know what? I'm not gonna get in.
Canceled for this. Let's two straight cis female OnlyFans models are going viral after cosplaying as trans girls boost their OnlyFans.
Oh, can you pause it real quick? What does cis mean?
That is the word that
Like
means
cyst? Like you
like
have a cyst
no, it means that
at birth?
you're just a regular like
So why is it so it's like I'm a male cis?
a cis male. I
A
think
cis male?
yeah, a cis.
Bro, why is there another term for it then?
Oh,
Oh, because
so that
because if you transition into a male, then like you still can say that you're a male.
yeah, they don't. It's not like a It's supposed
Hmm.
to
Okay, okay.
make so everybody
I
can
wonder
be
what cis
included.
stands for though. Crazy, insane. No, go ahead. You can take that one out. I wanted to know.
Get your costume. As trans girls boost their OnlyFans. Well, obviously, the trans community is up in arms over this. My gender is not your costume. It kind of puts us in an interesting predicament, doesn't it? Because if you're following back at home, men who identify as women are mad at women who identify as women, pretending to be men who identify as women. I'm afraid we're reaching levels of irony never before seen. South Park couldn't have even scripted this. I'm pro-trans. I'm an ally, but you got me. I gotta be honest. I'm stumped on this one. It's a catch-22, isn't it?
So what do you think about women cosplaying as women pretending to be men?
I think that anything I say about this is going to be wrong.
I just want to know why
Because
would you think
truly, at that point, like, who cares? Who cares if they're cosplaying as women or men or anything? Like, I could dress up as Santa Claus and want to have sex, and that's okay. Am I defying Santa Claus?
Well, I mean, do you like little people?
Sure.
Well, then you could be Santa Claus.
Then yeah,
Because, I
it
mean,
goes with it. But I
each
mean,
the elves.
he is the elves. Is it? But is it? But see, I'm just not getting it because like, what's the problem? I feel like people are just trying to find things to complain about these
Well, they
days.
were upset because they were it let me see if I can find a good analogy. I got a perfect one, okay? So imagine that you were selling apples,
Okay.
right? And you were like, "Yo, I grow these apples."
Yeah.
But then I came over and I stole those apples from you. And I said, "Yo, these apples are freshly grown."
Yeah.
Would you be upset with me for stealing your apples and saying they're freshly grown like I grew them, even though you were the ones who grew them? I just stole them from you?
No.
Okay. Well, that's why they're
The
upset.
only reason, well, that doesn't even make any sense because like those people that are complaining aren't having sex with the person that's cosplaying.
True, true, but I
So
think
it's
it's
like
more of like a
you're almost script.
it's more of like a you're using what I do like because they're obviously they're only fans, so they're like
Yeah.
these people
But people are
normally
paying for it.
right, no, but like normally like they
Don't
would be
watch it.
paying for like the trans, but
Hmm.
because they're not, it's like they're taking some of their market, I guess.
How?
I guess by like cosplaying as trans
Yeah,
and they're
but
saying
brother,
like
just because Just because people can't afford Gucci and Louis Vuitton doesn't mean they don't walk around with Gucci and Louis Vuitton. It's just Fooey and Gucci. It's just fake.
Right, right, right.
But it doesn't mean that people don't get the same pleasure out of it. So what I'm saying is that like you
At the
either
end of the
do it
day,
or you don't.
you're gonna beat
You
your.
either do
I
it or
got
you
you.
don't. You know what I'm saying? You either have the money and you want to buy the expensive product, or you don't have the money and you still want to buy the expensive product. So how can you do that? By getting replicas. So, but what I'm saying is it's the exact same outcome, and you can't get mad about it because you're making that choice.
Right,
Those people paid to beat off to something that was fake,
right.
that's something that they didn't believe to be real. And now they're complaining about it. That's like seeing a movie and not liking it. Like, bro, you didn't make the movie. You're commenting. Everybody has a comment. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to say what they're going to say.
Yeah,
You can't control that.
I got you.
You
I see what
can't.
you're saying.
So it's like you either watch it or you don't. You either pay for it or you don't. Or you pay for the other thing. I mean, I don't even know what the discussion is here at this point. It's almost like people have no idea what to do with their lives anymore. And if they're not beating they're complaining about who's trans and who's not.
Right. That's that. You're absolutely right.
I don't
And
understand
then
that.
times like these, we need the Seagull girl, not that one.
No. I was saying
She's
his virgin ears.
yeah, no, the Seagull. Oh man.
I just don't get it, bro. I think that's just a lame thing to get mad about. I think that's stupid. Literally stupid because there's so many more things that go into that and I'm not even talking about the cosplay portion of it. It's like we're really having a discussion about what people masturbate to. Like, did anybody just like get that? Like, we're really having a discussion about like what, so people are unable to do things on their own. So like to have a partner. So they go online and they masturbate and cool.
Industry.
It's a huge industry,
Yeah.
but it's like now we're having a discussion about what people are complaining about masturbating to. Like, I'm just
I
so
was tricked. I
I,
thought this is a trick.
and it's like, bro, you know how many times like I've scrolled on Pornhub and like I see something and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, that has a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I keep going. That's me. You know why?
Oh, you finished.
Because I made the
He
choice. No, I
finished
finished
it.
before I looked at it. But right there, we made eye contact.
Then the dick popped out.
We made eye contact, and then boom,
Oh,
look
that's
finished. But no,
crazy.
no, seriously, like it's like, but I made the choice of like skipping it because that's not what I watch. That's not what I'm into, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's crazy that that's even a discussion and that these girls are even getting backlash for it. And if anything, it's probably making their career bigger
Right.
because they're cosplaying as girls, right? Or as dudes. Or
Whereas trans, yeah.
so how do you do that? Do you just like strap it on?
I think
And do
like
they put makeup there so it looks like there's no strap?
what I'm
Well, you're cosplaying as, so we're
maybe
discussing.
they were like putting like a bulge in there. I have no clue how you would.
No, fuck that. They gotta pull it out if it's gonna be a tranny.
Because that's the whole point, I
Yeah,
guess.
the dick and balls, bro.
That's the whole
It's the dick
point.
and
I
balls.
was watching this. This is actually hilarious. So I was scrolling, and there was this scene from this Tubi movie, and apparently it's about these trans ladies
Oh, we're
that
watching the Kite Runner right now, aren't
like no, this trans lady who basically was lying to like this guy, and so like he finally confronts her. He's like,
A man? Are you serious, James? You know I ain't no man, and you know this firsthand.
And I started thinking, you don't never want to light, and you always make me hit it from the back. The I'm putting it in, Celestia ass.
Seriously?
And you ain't never not once asked me to eat your.
My if I can remember correctly, it was you who said you don't eat.
I tell every female that. Not name one of them and ask me to stop.
I'm not every female.
Are you even a female? Come here. What do you have to hide? If you're not a man, prove it. Is that simple?
James, you know me.
Miss me with that James, you know me crap. Open this door. Prove to me you're not a man.
James, you're scaring me.
On everything, Celeste. You got 3 seconds to open this goddamn door.
I just knew if I would have told you the truth, you would have never done with me.
Are you crazy?
and then I was thinking, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Hold on. You're telling me that you were just sticking it into a hole that you just never seen for your like I'm not gonna hold you. I've never, ever, ever in my life stuck my penis
Yeah.
into a hole I didn't verify what it was.
Right, and I'm a grabber.
Like,
I'm a grabber. Like I'm a reacher. Like if it's hard, like we're gonna investigate.
you're
We're
just
gonna
not.
figure
You're
out
not just gonna grab
what's
my.
going
You're
on. You
just.
know what I
You're
mean?
not gonna
If
just
there's a
grab
little
my
front
Johnson.
chub or there's a front chub, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna know.
You're
You know
not
what
just
I
gonna
mean?
grab my Johnson and just stick it wherever you want to stick it, shorty. Like that's ridiculous. So the fact this man for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
This is not just like a one night stand. Like
Yeah.
they had been sleeping together. Like I think this girl was living in his house.
Yeah.
And like, or at least he had a key to where she stayed at. So you've consistently been like having anal sex
Yeah.
and knowing, and like, how do you not know? Like, I'm gonna keep it a beam.
You know.
There's a difference. Yeah, feel it. Like
You know.
this. So like, what?
You know.
And you think that every time, like, I'm gonna be honest. If there's a girl,
Yeah.
that's every single time she's trying to do anal, there's something's wrong. There's something not right in this situation. No, and she never wants you to put it in. And she's not Catholic. It's not. She was a black lady. She's not Catholic.
Black ladies can be Catholic.
She wasn't Catholic enough where she would only want to get in the ass every time.
You're right. You're right. I've actually never met somebody that's that.
I've never, ever
Just
met
consistently.
a
Like I've
shorty
seen
that was
movies, like
no.
American Pie. American Pie taught me so much as a kid, and
And
it taught
all
me what
lies.
girls don't do.
All lies, yeah. All lies.
Literally,
All
literally.
lies. No, and it's just so that was what was interesting to me. So it's just like, bro, like either you were a virgin before this lady,
Yeah,
or you're just a fool,
which is
or
possible.
you knew the whole time and you just didn't want to believe. Because that's crazy. Because there's no way that you're just consistently having sex with somebody and you don't know what their gender is. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
What if you're in a relationship with somebody and then they decide to switch genders while you're in that relationship?
Well,
But
then
not
you-
like switch genders, but like they're just like, hey, I want to be called this now.
Well, I
Would you be
mean,
cool with that?
no. I mean, there's a conversation that's had,
Yeah.
and that conversation is, all right, so what do I keep in this divorce?
Right.
What are we doing? Because like,
It's like, what if this is somebody that like you really, really care about though? What if
but
it's
see, but
somebody that like you like have been with for a long time and
yeah,
they're like they went from
I mean,
being
it's
like
probably a
a
conversation.
Jerry to a Jerry. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's a
But
conversation, but it's
you
just
guys are
like
still together, you know?
you can't. One, that's f***ed up. Like to just do that at like I don't get no damn. Like that's f***ed up to be like doing something this whole time and then just switch up in the middle of it all. Like that's kind of f***ed up. But I mean, some people I know me personally, you can go kick rocks. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do, you do that on your own time for real. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I have dated somebody that like they
Sexually,
turned
like if they turned into like a man and they wanted like all their parts and stuff, you know, to be removed or added on, like then it'd be a different conversation. But if like they just wanted to like
out of
be
here.
known as like a dude,
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, I bet. Well then, as a
I don't
dude,
know.
I'm gonna tell them what I used to tell all the girls who used to say they were gay when they said, "Oh, I like girls." It's like, "Oh, I like girls too." It's like, or I don't like guys. It's like
We're all
I
friends
don't
here.
like either. I don't
We
like
all
guys
fam in
either.
the club.
We're all firm in the club.
We're all fam in the club.
I mean, it'd be like that though.
All right, everybody, if you didn't know by now, this has been A Dose of Reality. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for always being part of A Dose of Reality. I am Blake Steele. This is my amazing co-host.
Kid I saw.
And thanks for coming in, guys. We love you.
Took you from the hood and I could never give you back. With your sexy ass speaking Spanish when you mad. But I just wanna let you know that someone loves you back. We might have our back and forth, but I love.
Oh, gotcha.
So baby girl, just strip for me and make this night a blast. We've been pulling in the sky, put some Marvin Gaye on, set the mood right.